Hi guys, I just thought I'd drop by with some very simple tips on how to hold your camera still. Holding your camera still or steady is very important, as it helps to eliminate a thing we call camera shake or camera blur, which is a blurred movement induced by the camera moving during exposure. Now, one of the ways of doing that is to use a tripod, and tripods come in all sorts of shapes, sizes and price points. Generally speaking, the lighter tripods, while they're great to carry around, are not sturdy or robust and tend to be okay, but if you put a heavy camera or a long lens on them, you get the combination of lightweight and the heavy camera equipment tends to induce vibration into the tripod, and so I honestly feel that you're probably better off just hand holding in a situation like that. On the other hand, a really sturdy, heavy tripod, while it's excellent at holding your camera still, if you're carrying it all day, it's going to get very tiring. Our young friend Claudia here is going to demonstrate some of the other techniques of holding a camera, and the first one is how not to do it. She stands on a log, which is not an even place to stand. She's having difficulty balancing, and she's having difficulty holding the camera still, and eventually falls off the log. Likewise, holding the camera at arm's length is not a great way to get sharp pictures, but if you cradle the camera in your hand, tuck your elbows in against your body, the results are vastly improved. Better still is if you can take a seat, lift your knees up and drop your elbows down onto your knees. This gives you a very solid platform to shoot from and enables you to hold the camera very still. Even better if you feel like it is laying down on the ground. Again, because you are stable, it gives you a very stable shooting platform. The added advantage to this, of course, is that being down low, if you're shooting wildlife, you tend to blend in with the surroundings. Motor vehicles are great, especially using a long lens, and this vehicle's a high vehicle, so it's advantageous. If it's a low vehicle, it may be more difficult. Shooting through a window, likewise, just use the window pane as stabilisation. If you're shooting outside the vehicle, open the door and lean on the door for a little bit more support. This is my favourite method. I call it cradling the camera. Takes a little bit of learning, but very stable way of holding a camera still. Mother Nature's pretty good to us as well, because she provides us these great big trees to lean on, and if you snuggle into a tree, and you get a very stable base to shoot from. And that's it for this lot of tips, guys. Remember, Excitations Photography do training and photographic tours around Australia, and we'd love to have you along on one of those.